Today's 940th day that I'm here to listen to learn. I'm learning. I hope this will support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about life advices. Life advices. I will speak about life advices as obvious. Obvious. Because a lot of times we live our lives and we forget that we sometimes need to go to foundational things. Foundational things. So the obvious things that every single person understands. But do we really live those easy and simple life advices? I think that sometimes we forget. I forget. You forget. I think that every single person forget, because we are not perfect, and that is probably one of the beautiful parts of being human, because we are not perfect, and we always need to adjust, reflect, and really make sure that we are working to become better. So today we'll share 15 life advices, simple advices that we're able to say, okay, how we follow those foundational and easy advices before we go in any kind of complex things. So number one is that embrace change. Embrace change. Every single person is going through change. And we need to understand that that change is crucial. It will be good change, it will be bad change, it will be worse change. It will be some change that will crush you. But knowing that this is just part of life. And it's hard to really live life without embracing the change. Because we need to say, okay, this is just part of my life. This is a part of my life. And this is what every single person is need to go through to really get to another level. Number two is prioritize self-care. It's very hard sometimes to prioritize self-care. We want to add value to people. We have family to take care of. But it's very, very, very important to understand that we need to pour into ourselves. We need to pour in our own cup. Because if your cup is empty, you'll never be able to pour to someone else. Maybe you'll be able to pour for a short term until you break. And do you want to break, or do you want to really support your family, support your friends, support everyone around you for a long, long, long time and sustain it? And that's why it's very, very important to have that self-care. Number three is cultivate relationships. Cultivate relationships. Like, health is all we have. Health is all we have. Because at the end of the day, if you do not have health, you will not have relationships. But the number one thing that we're supposed to use our health, our energy, is relationships. That means everything what we use, health, possessions, money, time, energy, is supposed to be allocated to relationships, to nurture it. Even including in yourself. That is one of very powerful relationships to cultivate. Number four is practice gratitude. That's hands down is one of the most important routines or habits that we need to have is practice gratitude. Appreciate what you appreciate, appreciates what you appreciate. If you appreciate your relationships, you'll appreciate, will have more, nurture more that relationship. If you appreciate what you have with the money, you will have more of it. That means appreciation says that I appreciate and can tell what I have, but I'm not willing to settle for that. I will work very hard to really make sure that I appreciate what you appreciate. And gratitude is a beautiful thing because you're not able to be sad and grateful at the same time. You're not able to be disappointed and grateful at the same time. You're not able to have negative emotion and gratitude at the same time. So we're able to really choose positive side instead of negative. Number five is pursue and build your passion. Build your passion. Not find your passion, build your passion. Go and build something. Build and work on yourself to build that passion. I love the belief that we're not supposed to look for passion. We need to start working towards and build something, and then you're able to, after a long time of working something, that becomes your passion. Now, it could be that you try a lot of things and you find something that really it brings you joy even more, but the most important part is building a passion. Because finding a passion is one thing. Sometimes, I know what my passion, but I just don't do anything about it. So finding or building is more important. Of course, it's building. Taking action, moving forward. Because sometimes we wait and wait and wait for decades and we don't start anything that really could build a new kind of life. It requires that sometimes courage. It requires that you really build your passion. Number six, set goals. Set goals. Action goals, written goals, well-reflected goals, well-thought-out goals that you're able to really pursue. That means that you have a vision, and what kind of goals will allow you to achieve that vision? Because it's very important to really understand what you're seeking. Because if you don't have target, any kind of arrow that you shoot will not be able to hit the target. How is it supposed to hit the target that you do not know was the target? So goals is that target. And again, this is very simple but sometimes forgotten advice. Number 7 is learn continuously, improve, get better. We're able to improve in every area of our lives. We can improve our mental state, emotional state, spiritual state, physical state. We're able to improve our relationships. We're able to improve our mindset, skill set. There's everything around us could be improved. And I think that is a joy of life, that being able to really choose, okay, what I'm able to improve now, how we could get better, how we could become a 2.0, 3.0, 5.0, 1000.0 of you. Imagine how much better you can be at 1000.0. Because at the end of the day, I think this is one of the biggest joy of life is being able to see where you came from and where you are. And of course, learning continuously is that life advice that really makes a difference. Number 8 is be kind. Be kind. And be kind is selfish. Be kind is selfish. So this is one of the most selfish things that you can do. Because when you're kind, when you give, without really thinking about getting anything in return, when you really kindly do all the best, all the things that you can to help somebody, and you're altruistic, you're able to give so much joy of seeing people succeeding because of your kindness. So much joy. And I think that people don't invest as much in kindness because maybe they never invested. And I think that being able to start small, be kind, encourage word, tell the encourage word, give some energy, give your time, give a little money. Because the more you have, the more you're able to give. But the not important is how much you give, it's how small you give. Because it doesn't matter how small you start, what matters how big you finish. And the small start is very important. Number 9 is stay present. This is probably one of the most important lessons as well. Being able to be where you are. That means if you're at work, be at work. Don't think about anything else. Don't think about vacation. If you have family, stay with your family. 100%. Quality time really matters. Not the quantity time. People are in the same room, but they never feel that they are connected. Connection in relationship and nurturing relationships is through staying present and being have ability to really have that connection through quality time. So stay present in a business. If you want to succeed, you need to be presently engaged in your business when you are in a business. Because I think that one of the biggest joy killers is not being present. We are regretful, we have a guilt, shame, a lot of emotions from the past that we carry ourselves. If we are not present, we have that. We are not certain about the future, so anxiety kicks in. So again, that if you're not able to be present, that's as well. So stay present is one of the main lessons that every single person needs to learn. Number 10 is manage your finances wisely. And this is again like the less you have, the more manage you need. But if you have little but you don't manage, when you have a lot, you will not manage well either. So we'll never have financial freedom. But if you have a little and you're able to manage that little very well, when you have a little more, and most likely you will, because if you're able to manage a little, you will give it more. If you don't manage a little, you will not get more. That's such a powerful lesson that when what you given, you need to take care of it, not to hide, and you're not hide under the say, oh, at this point I don't make a lot of money, so I will use everything what I can, but I will make more money. I for sure will save. I will for sure will invest in understanding finance. I will sure will do that. That doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. 11 is learn to say no. Boundaries. This is again very, very important topic. Boundaries. What kind of boundaries do you have? If you say that I don't have boundaries, that maybe that's an issue. We need to have boundaries because I know it's something that's not easy. We are people pleasers. We want to be liked. We want to be not judged. We want to be sometimes approved by other people. But really being able to say no is one of the biggest love of yourself. Because you really think about, what do I really need? What do I really want? Now, it's very powerful to say yes. It's very powerful to be kind. It's very powerful to really add value. Those are very powerful things. But it's not supposed to come with a massive cost. Because at the end of the day, we need to say that, what kind of investment do I get? Because do I get some significant feeling out of this helping, or do I get even more loss of the future me? Because a lot of times when I say yes, we're not able to work to become the future version of you. And that future version of you could achieve so much more. You can add value so much more. Because potentially could you add value to one person just to do some kind of small chore, or you can really work on yourself and make such a huge difference in your life that you can transform and inspire thousands of people in your lifetime and millions. And that's why it's very, very important to learn this in on. Number 12 is practice resilience. Again, life will throw you off. Life will beat you to the ground. Life will be difficult. And you need to really understand that. Practice resilience. You need to challenge yourself on a consistent basis that you can build this resilience, that when something very bad comes to you into your life, you are ready. You are ready. Because you always prepared for this. You knew that challenges will come. You knew. And if you didn't know that challenge will come, things will come to your way. That means that sometimes we live in a bubble, not understanding that it's we need to prepare, we need to get ready. And when those challenges come in, even if those challenges hurts those challenges. It will always hurt. But at least we're able to really be a little bit more present, a little bit more ready, a little bit more resilient, that we do not trample. We're still able to persevere. I'll keep moving forward. Number 13 is live authentically. And that's a powerful lesson as well. That means that we need to choose to live based on our values, based on our morals, based on our ethics, based on our goals and visions, not on someone else. We're not supposed to follow someone else's example because just everyone is doing that. That's not the reason to do the things. It's not the reason to do the things if other people are doing it. Because 90% of people live very similar life. And that's okay. That's totally fine. But if you are a little bit different, if you want to live a little bit differently, don't follow other people. Say, I will create my own path. I don't need to follow most people's path. Maybe people won't understand. They maybe will judge you. Maybe they will judge you because they're not able to see what you see. Your vision is different. And because that's your passion, your path needs to be different. And I think that's very, very important. Live authentically. Not be afraid to be alone for short term. Just to make sure that you're able to find the path. And when you go to that path, you will find people on that path as well. Number 14 is help others. That is very important. Again, the most important part of really being alive, being part of community. And if you're part of community, how do you add value to that community? Volunteering, resources, energy. What do you do to really help community to evolve, to transform, get better? Really make it better to every single person. Because we need to understand that we're able to be givers or able to takers. So regarding the community, are you a giver or taker? What kind of value do you add to community? I think that every single person, we need to learn to ask questions like this to really add value to community. The last one, number 15, is keep a positive attitude. Keep a positive attitude. That means that at the end of the day, we need to look in a positive light. We're able to learn from every single challenge. We're able to learn from every single disappointment. And what kind of lesson did you learn from that challenge, from that disappointment, that failure, that mistake? Now, of course, it's very easy to be positive when you are successful, when you have a bad day. But how positive are you during terrible day? Because what you learn about positivity is a beautiful thing. You're able to be crushed to the ground. You're able to be disappointed. You can be crying and be depressed. But you still are able to be positive. Because this is my day. This is my season that I am now. This is season. This is not my life. This is my season. That means this is my season, okay, spring are coming. I will take some action and I will bring my spring even faster. And that positivity allows to destroy that winter sooner, because sometimes people live in a winter for 10 years, 15, 20 years. Even a year is too much in the winter. So it means we are able to dictate our life seasons. Like nature seasons are every 3 months. You're not able to control it, but your life seasons are influenced by you. So if you're in a winter, your positive attitude will allow to break that season and move to another season, that you could really say, I was positive during my terrible season, and now it's easy for me to be content, joyful, and positive during a good season. And this is, again, very powerful life lesson. So I hope that you reflect as well. What kind of things, what kind of small things and small lessons you have learned in life, and maybe you do not emphasize on it, or maybe not use it at the moment, and start using that, because a lot of times the joy of life is in basics, and we need to review those basics, that we never forget that those small important things really matters. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.